Hey Mark, are you ready to record the show?
Hey buddy, get in here. It's Saturday morning. We gotta talk toys. Every time, boy, it cracks me up every time.
Absolutely. How we doing?
Well,
How we doing?
Hey man, I am doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I see you don't have your backdrop behind you today, so that must mean you're not trapped in Jesse's basement.
No, I escaped. I escaped the basement. No, I'm actually heading back upstairs. The weather is better, so this is my last broadcast downstairs, not my domain. I'll be going upstairs, surrounded by all my wonderful toys. So
yeah, as Curtis says, you got to get up there next to Bert and Dick because
I do. Got to get next to the Dick.
Bert, did it say Bert and Dick? Wait, that's not right because Bert Ward played Dick Grayson. So
right.
Is it Batman?
Bruce and Dick.
Bruce and Dick. That's what he says.
Yeah.
That's what he always says. My God, today. All right. Notes. Welcome everybody to another live episode of Double Jointed with me and my buddy Greg. What are we talking about today? We're going to get up to our same shenanigans that we always do, but
do this.
Our double down today. It's going to be all about the Armory Experience coming up this November at Legions Con. Oh man, it's going to be a fun one. I am excited about it. But let's first start off with the chat. See who we got in the chat today. Andy's here. He's ready to go. Get your thinking caps on, buddy. Today's
early,
a tough
man.
one.
Early bird.
Yeah, I know. Like, I love it how Andy hits us up at 2:45 every day. He's like, "Good morning, everybody." Just waking up.
The retired life.
2:45 p.m. And I'm the same. I'm Eastern time, just like him. And I'm like,
yeah,
dude, my day's almost over here at work. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
Heinrich is here this morning. How you doing, buddy?
Well,
how's it going? Heinrich, I got your box this week, man. Thank you so very much for all the really cool stuff you sent me. And we need to chat and go over the box so I can get started on some of your customs. Curtis is here saying, let's go. We're doing it. That's right. Paul Morales is here. Hello, everybody. Our good friend Elemental Crafting is here. Good morning. Good morning. Brian Carr is here. Good morning, Mark and Greg and all of the chat. Yep, Brian's here. Just for a little bit. It's football season, and Brian let us know, hey, just to let you know, I ain't gonna be around very much during football season on Saturdays and Sundays, man. It's football time. He's like, I love you guys, but
16 weeks.
Ball is life.
Understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, especially on Saturdays. Like my Saturdays are Brian's Sundays because he's all about NFL, but we're all about college ball. And speaking of college ball, I have no distractions today because my wife actually has all of our kids out at the Florida State game today. They're my two oldest boys. Well, my two boys are in the band. Both in their they both play percussions at their respective high school and middle school, and they're getting a chance to watch the Florida State Marching Chiefs band warm up today, especially their drum line. It's going to be a good game today. We're playing Texas A&M because last week we beat Greenbow, Alabama. Man, I mean Tuscaloosa, but Greenbow, whatever. I got a little special shout out. I wish I had some sad music to play, some little violins and strings for the Alabama fans. Everybody was kind of blown away by what Florida State. You guys were really sad and disheartened and upset last week. And I got to tell you, nobody expected it that to happen. I know you guys didn't, and we certainly didn't. But take that L. 23 years in a row they've won their season opener. We handed them an L. I love it. But this show's not about football. Let's get back to it. Let's say Curtis says, I just want to say that I'm a little disappointed in the Double Johnny fan base. Nobody carried the super chat torch while I was out last week, and now I'm stuck in the chat with all of you. What? There's Curtis calling you jokers out, man. Hey, we don't expect it. We don't expect it.
We're just happy
when it happened. We're just happy you guys are here because Greg and I were doing this show when we had nobody in the chat, and we got excited when we had 3 people in the chat one day.
Absolutely.
We got so excited. Curtis, yes. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're all stuck in here with me. My favorite line from The Watchmen. I love that.
The other day.
So
French
good.
fry grease. Took the fries and threw on the guy's face. And
are you like me that when you put that movie, like, I can only watch the director's cut of that movie. Like I only watch like the super long extended. I can't go back. I can't go back.
Yeah, no, it's 800 times better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a sit down and watch. It's long, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Well, you know, for those of you who are Zack Snyder fans, I am. Dude, I love Zack Snyder.
Me too.
He's done an extended director's cut of every single one of his movies, with the exception of Sucker Punch. And everybody always asks him about that. And he's like, I do have one. And maybe one day I'll put it out. But he said more scenes would have to be filmed to like round out some stuff. And, you know, all the girls are older now, but still, I want it. I want it. I love that movie. Sucker Punch is amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We got Paul Morales here. We've got Paul. Monarch Prime.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yep. Hey, Brian is reminding you. He's got receipts. I did send a super chat last night about the triple joint shirt. I've got receipts. So I just would like to let everybody know in the chat, I actually brought this topic up with my wife this week. We talked about making some shirts. So I'm going to see what I can do and see if I can get some shirts made pre-Legions Con. And see if what we can do. Maybe I'll bring them and bring them and hand them out.
Can I also make an announcement?
Yeah. Oh, announcement.
I did reach out to Jeremy about doing the show live again, and he is up for that. Asked when would be a good time, and I said, I'm there. We're there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
yeah,
in the evening, of course. And he's like,
probably Saturday night.
See what I could do. So we will get one of those days. We will keep you guys posted when it's happening, but very excited to do the double jointed New to Mythic hour again.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. And the problem we have is we don't have access to internet in the room. So we don't have internet access. And so it's kind of hard to pull up clips and sound bites and things like that in old commercials.
Raw.
So it's kind of hard when half of our show is based on audio and video clips. How do we translate that experience into a live experience? I've toyed with the idea of maybe having some sound clips on my phone and like bringing like a small, like tiny speaker, you know, something that can fit in my pocket, and then playing some sound clips and playing Guess That Game and then hand out some prizes or something like that. We're just playing with some ideas of how we can translate this experience that we do on Saturday mornings into a live show to where it's not just us sitting and talking. It might just be, because that's what it was last time. It was just us kind of like sitting and talking to people about their experiences and how they first got into Mythic Legions and things like that. And I remember, you know, Elijah telling us like how scarce Mythic Legions are over in the UK and like how he got his first hands on them. And that was really cool. Let's see. Curtis says, Brian, those are rookie numbers. Andy the Collector says, Jesse has the good pizza rolls in the basement. Of course we knew. Yeah, we know. They're the real deal. Real deal. Oh, we've got Trevor here sending us a cup of coffee.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Let's see. We got Dirk's Designs here.
Dirk.
My eyes are not that good. And when I scanned through the chat, I thought that said Dirk Dingus. And now that's all I can think of is I'm sorry, Dirk. But I thought Dirk, I don't know why. I don't even know who Dirk Dingus is, but sounds like a made up like porn star name.
It does.
Brian Carr says, yeah, big win for FSU last week. Yeah, it was. Boy, nobody was more surprised than us. We were. We went from, well, this is going to suck to, hey, at least we scored to, wait a minute, to, is this about to happen? Here's the deal. Florida State fans got fined the Florida State school got fined $50,000 for our fans rushing the field.
Oh, wow.
This week they were like, yeah, it's okay. We got it. I said, hey, listen, if everybody who rushed the field paid $1, that bill is paid.
Right.
All right. Starting the super chat train go off right. 199 Curtis Ackerman. dude, you don't have to do that.
Not
We love you.
necessary, but thank you.
Just seeing you, just having you in our DMs send us pictures of you in the shower is more than enough, buddy.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. And then here is Bill from Dork Lair.
Bill,
$5.
thank you, Bill.
September 1st, and it hit my brain, shifted completely to pre Legions Con mode. Absolutely, we
It's
all
time.
are. What is it, 10 weeks away or something? I saw somebody say
9 or 8.
Yeah, we're under 10 weeks. My gosh. I have no money ready, by the way. I'm actually really glad that Bill is in the chat because I've prepared some slides about what is and what is not exclusive to the parts. And I know Bill knows more than me. And so I've prepared my own slides. I didn't know Bill had done that for his show and had posted some. So if I get anything wrong today, please correct me, and I'll give you your super chat money back. Let's do a Caballeros grouped double jointed. Absolutely. Brian Carr, you guys.
Not necessary, guys.
It's not necessary, but hey, we love to see who's going to come out on top here. We got Jesse Marshall here this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Jesse, what's up, man?
How's it going? All right, let's get into it. We've got a full show for you guys today. Before we get going, though, I do want to throw a quick shout out to our buddy Steve, who was at the Western Ohio Toy Show in Eaton, Ohio today. And let me show you this right here. Look at this. Look at all of that
man.
Mythic
Good
Legions
stuff.
Goodness, man.
Good stuff.
Gosh, look at all that stuff he's got going on there. So freaking amazing. I wish I was there to give him some money.
I want that one. And that
I want that
and
one.
This one. And that
man.
one.
Yeah. So if you're in the Eaton, Ohio area, I don't know where Eaton, Ohio is. Then get out there and go see him. It's going on all day today. Absolutely. But let's get into it. We've got some commercials.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Where's Charles in the chat today? We need him in the chat.
Well, he was here earlier. He said he had to bounce. So.
Oh, man. He had to bounce. All right. Let's get into our first one.
Hey, kids. I'm here to tell you about two extremely famous plumbers, Mario, and Luigi Mario, from the Super Mario Brothers movie. You want to know what makes them super? Because they triumph over the evil Koopa and his brainless sidekicks, Iggy and Spike, using only their plumbing tools, and they battle the Goombas. Koopa's hideous dino-human army. Those Goombas are scary. The Super Mario Brothers action figures from Ertl. But don't worry, they're not real.
From Ertl. Man, do you remember that movie?
Yeah, but I was just laughing at Brian's joke.
Eaton, Ohio is right next to Drinking, Ohio. Yep. Sorry, I'll see myself out. Right. Absolutely.
Sometimes dad jokes just hit, man.
They do.
I remember the movie. I remember I was a movie snob back then, and I was like, "There's no way in hell I'm going to watch this movie." But I would like a Dennis Hopper action figure,
right?
The French, the braids,
his cornrows,
the cornrows. Yeah, I would take that figure. Sure.
Yeah, this commercial had some serious production value to it because they were getting like the characters like from the movie, like you know
the
that
kid's
little
accent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I always remind people anytime Super Mario comes up in a conversation and I'm out and about, I'm always the guy that goes, you know, the Super Mario Brothers' names were Mario, and Luigi Mario, right? Because they were the Mario Brothers. I always remind people of that. And my wife has gotten to the point where she's like, just don't. If they bring up Mario, don't say that. But people forget. Yeah, that's got to be their names, right? That has to be.
So have you seen the movie? I've never seen it.
Yeah, I remember watching it a couple of times when I was a kid and thinking,
terrible.
Man, this looks nothing like the game. Like, what's going on? I wonder how many times John Leguizamo answers questions about Super Mario Brothers to this day.
No, I love Bob Hoskins. I remember seeing the trailer and there was like, they had like extending shoes, like they would jump and that there was spring kind of.
Yeah.
I'm like, just watch Roger Rabbit, man.
Yeah. Like talk about, hey, we're going to make this, we're going to try to capitalize on this video game that's super popular. And we're going to make a live action movie. And then this is like how not to do it. But hey, still nostalgia though. I still like this movie as bad as it is. It's a good bad movie to watch.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. All right, let's get after it.
Viva
Dr. Verano had changed 4 innocent brothers into Street Sharks. Join Ripster, Blaze, Jam, and Big Flamoo. 4 heroes fighting to stop the evil Dr. Veranoid from taking over the world. They fight, they bite, they kick some serious sin. Now blast into action with the new Shark Cruiser with monster biting power and fin action traction.
Eat dirt, Piranha.
Street Sharks figures and Shark Cruiser vehicle each sold separately. Shark Cruiser, the ultimate biting machine.
Did you have any Street Sharks growing
No,
up?
never. Did you?
No, this was just after my time of collecting. Like it was just as I was getting out of collecting. So I never had any of these. So I have no nostalgia for them like whatsoever. They kick serious fin though.
I was like a serious, like I didn't have like cartoony kind of like silly, like I was very, you know, like with my toys, I was very serious. Like it was like a movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Curtis, what you doing, man? Doing a super chat to draw attention to my last super chat. Also keep that train chugging. Choo choo.
Did I miss a super chat? I think I did.
Did you?
I did. I missed Brian Carr's super chat. Keep the train rolling, choo choo, Curtis. And then Curtis says, I request a live double jointed Saturday morning in front of Art by Ackerman table at Legions Con. Hey, we'll do it there. We'll do it there.
Yeah, that would be awesome, man.
Street Sharks, Monarch. Did you have some Street Sharks? Are you buying the new ones that are coming out? They look cool.
Do they? I haven't seen them.
Yeah. They're relaunching them. Here's another toy line I did not have.
The name is Max. I'm a skater blader. One slice for me and it's see you later.
Chester's my name, and I like food. Like to squeeze bad guys with my wrestling moves.
God, they're ugly.
My name is Angus. Guts to my pals. I'll make anything into an arsenal.
Cornelius is my name, Samurai's my thing. Fight like a warrior, sing like the king.
They call me Cliff and I like to climb. Put the drop on bad dudes anytime.
We're the Stone Protectors.
I would have liked Cliff. He had a grappling hook.
Stone protectors. Wow. No.
Somebody tell me, Andy will probably know this. Were these to capitalize on the fact that girls were really into trolls? Because they look like the troll dolls. You know, like with the puffy hair
Right.
and the little jewel in their tummy.
I think they were trying to appeal to boys, maybe.
Yeah, and move the jewel from their belly button up to their chest and make it part of their power. I don't know if that's what these were. I never had them. If there was a cartoon, I never watched it.
I never heard of these. Arse and all.
Yes, arse and all. Yeah. Nope.
Terrible.
That's a really good one. I wish I could give Trevor a super chat for that one.
Stoned protectors.
The stoned protectors, absolutely. Oh my
And
god,
I
I
like where
remember
the
that
picture
dumb
stopped
role.
at. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, exactly, absolutely. All right, Andy, put on your thinking cap, buddy.
Here we go.
It's go time. It's time to name that tune. This is a pretty lengthy clip. I do believe Andy is going to get it. So let's see what happens here.
Well, we're down 1 mile, Mr. Shore. Take the drill down 2 miles. But there's nothing down that far. Yes, there is. Okay, you're the boss. Take her down! 2 miles! Whatever you say!
Listening to the man.
It felt like I just punched through a wall or something. What's that? So the ancient documents were right.
Boy, I tell you what, lots of correct answers. Lots of correct answers. Roll that intro.
fiery depths of the earth where nightmares begin.
Inhumanoids! Inhumanoids!
The evil that lies within.
Hey, our buddy G is in the chat.
It's a
All right. Go ahead, Greg. Knock it
No,
out.
you got it. You got it. You got it.
I think he's probably sick of that joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andy nailed it instantaneously. Andy said Inhumanoids. You got it, buddy.
I was off.
Yeah, it's that heavy shading, man. They had that heavy shading and all the blacks and the shadows. That's
I love that property though. That was awesome.
Yeah, Brian says he always wanted the what? Come up. There you go. Don't be shy. Always wanted the three big guys. Yeah. Hey, Curtis did it. Yeah, he did it.
Echevarria.
Gotta roll those R's, baby.
Mhm.
All right. I never watched the Inhumanoids ever. I never saw the cartoon. I never had any of them. Twizzler 19 is here.
What's up, Twizzler?
Glad to see you in the chat today. All right, let's move. Hey, man, we're chugging right along.
We're rolling.
Chewing right along to the wish list. This is a fun one. Heinrich has turned me on to this wonderful Facebook group page. Not a group, it's a page called Vintage Toy Emporium. And
okay.
I am digging it. I am here for it. They post not only old ads, but also old like box art and stuff like that. And we got a plethora of options here. Man, I'm digging it so freaking much. All right, Greg. Pick a couple things from each page. What you coming home with? What are you circling? What are you telling mom and dad to get you?
I'm looking at Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, me too. That's exactly where my yep.
So I'm taking him for sure. I'm bringing him home. Never had the turtle van, so I would probably grab that. And then looking at this page, I always liked Ecto 1. I thought Ecto 1 was cool. I never had any Ghostbuster toys ever. That's child abuse, definitely. My parents. So yeah, I would take Ecto 1 for sure.
Yeah. I definitely had most of that Ghostbusters stuff. I was really big into Ghostbusters as a kid. I never had these figures though. The ones in the bottom right corner, screaming. They're called.
Is that where their heads kind of go up?
So I had Fright Features where the heads would do things, but I feel like these came out afterwards. It just says Kenner Ghostbusters Screaming Heroes. I don't remember what they were actually called. But man, I would definitely bring those home because I never had those. I'd love those. I loved that turtle cycle. I had it as a kid, and the sidecar was a trash can.
The trash can.
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing that home along with Genghis Frog and Usagi Yojimbo because I had those as a kid and I loved that. So I would love to have that whole little letter C. I want that whole thing. And I really got into the He-Man, the New Adventures of He-Man, when He-Man went into space. That's all the stuff in the bottom right corner. I have the new, more modern Masterverse versions of the He-Man and Skeletor, but I would probably grab those again. I never had that starship that turned into like a 3-level base. That's really dope. Like, I don't even know how they engineered that. Oh, you know how? Yeah, now I get it. It looks like the central like elevator shaft must have been the thrusters on the right side of the ship. They must have disconnected from the side and made the elevator shaft. That's pretty cool engineering. I think I would have to go with that E. What was that called? The Starship Eternia. Hey, you got a $5 manufacturer's rebate. That thing was $50. That was more expensive than the that was more expensive than the what was the USS Flag? I think that was more expensive than the Flag was when it came out. I'm just joking. I don't know that. Okay. Let's see here. Andy says it was the Sunbow music and art that give it away. That's right. Okay. Curtis is like, stop being stingy. They need LC funds. Yeah, we do. We actually do. I sent Greg some money this morning for just being awesome. I hope he can use that for Legions Con. Andy says he would be definitely bringing him Starship Eternia Ecto 1 in the Turtle van.
Choices.
Absolutely. Andy does say they were called the Screaming Heroes. Okay, very cool. Awesome. Guesaway wants that Turtle van for sure. He said Andy says he had the Fright features, the Super Fright features, and the Screaming Heroes. And then Fernando said, I always wanted that Ghostbuster backpack so bad.
I love the Ghostbusters. I just never had any of their stuff, but I thought it was cool.
This may be an 80s sin, and I have confessed to it before, but I am more of a real Ghostbusters fan than I am Ghostbusters the movies. Like,
okay.
As a kid, and even now as an adult, like, I would rather go back and watch the real Ghostbusters cartoon than the 80s movies, but that's just me. And I completely admit those cartoons really don't hold up. They're really not that good, but man, in my memory, they were pretty fantastic. And that's where all that love lives. All right, let's get back to our it is absolutely
cartoon out of for sure.
All right, let's get into our weekly pickups. I think you've got more than I do this week. Why don't you kick us off?
I got a few things from Big Bad Toy Store. I think I brought them up last time. I did get this anime female body. It was like $17. I was trying to find something else to buy for my pile of loot. So I was like, I'll try it out, but I haven't opened it yet, but it looks cool. I like the little case.
I think I have that exact same female body. Came in recently. I'm using it for my my Rain Carradine custom from Alien.
Nice.
Romulus.
Nice.
Finally got my head back from Brian Williams. He is that right? David Williams. Sorry, I don't know why I said Brian. From David Williams. Yes. I sent him a head to paint up. It was a Rain Carradine head print that I got off eBay. Actually, no, it wasn't off eBay. I met a guy on Facebook who did it over in the UK and sent it to me. And then I think he paints at his shop, and his shop was going through renovation, so it was just a really hard time to get to it. But he sent that back to me, and it looks incredible. Can't wait to share that as soon as I finish up that custom.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Let's see. Kicking off the first thing, I'm going to go off, and I don't have him in package anymore. I went ahead and opened him up. This is the I forgot what they called this Batman from McFarlane Toys. It's got a name. It's the Kelly Jones art, which I'm not a fan of, at all. I don't like the super long ears on Batman. That's just not I like very short ears. But I love the base body because it reminds me of the Toy Biz Batman from the 89 movie where he was all black and had just the yellow. So I want to do a custom with this guy, but I wanted to do just a quick pop and swap with the head, with this Batman. I love this this Batman head. I love the proportions. The Troika. Thank you. Yeah, Troika body. Troika. I don't. Was that the story that he did? I never read the comic, so I don't know. But this head and neck is all one piece. McFarlane made this all one piece, so I can't just pop the head off. Now I have to find a neck and head piece to fit down in there, and I can't use this one because the neck, it is separate from the head, but the neck is made onto the traps right here, or whatever that's called, on the I don't know. So I don't know. I got some work to do, but I did pick that up this week.
You got some work to do.
Troika, yeah. Heinrich says Kelly Jones Batman. I wish it looked more like the artwork. Yeah, it doesn't really. It's just he just keeps using those same base bodies.
I got a couple Conans. Got one from our buddy Heinrich. Thank you, Heinrich. And then I got this. I've had it for a few weeks. I just haven't opened it yet. So I'm looking forward to it. Love my Conan.
Yeah, Curtis, we can figure this out together, buddy. Let's talk. I too got a Conan from Heinrich this week in a trade. I'm going to be doing some painting, some heads, and some other things from him. For him and his lovely wife Anna,
Nice.
but I did get this in, and I love it. This is a fantastic Conan, and it immediately made me want to like. I hopped on eBay and I was like, "What was that booster pack that Mezco put out? Like, it's called like the Barbarian Booster or something like that." It's kind of expensive, but I am bidding on one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that too. It's a nice set.
Ooh, the Three Jokers head would work, by the way. Ooh, I'm going to have to check that out. Twizzler 19, I just picked up that Batman, but I collect all things Batman, so I keep him as is. But a few other Batman figures have the head and neck as one piece. Yes, I have the crazy McFarlane one with the long plastic cape in the graveyard that's like in that McFarlane style. I have that one, and I think his head and neck were all one piece. It's the blue-gray. Yeah, Heinrich, thank you so much, buddy. Which is coming to a Ross as an exclusive for $13. Yeah, I saw the pictures that were circulating this week of the McFarlane figures that are coming to Ross, specifically that Superman from the movie. It's the same one that he put out for $26, just with no card and no hands. I'm like, dude, I don't know how like the card and hands equals $13 worth of value. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you're selling figures for $13, like, bring your prices down.
Right. And is that the deluxe figure, or is that the one that you had with the?
There's two. So the one that's at Ross does have a plastic cape. The collector's edition that I have I have both. The clean version is the collector's edition, and it has a cloth cape, but the $26 regular Superman from the movie The Battle Damaged has a plastic cape. So this figure and a stand, 6 hands, and a card was $26. This figure with the base, no hands and no card, is $13. It's half price. It's half the price. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So either he's really overpricing his $26 figures, or he's taking a loss by selling figures at Ross. I don't know. Maybe he can afford to take a loss on some figures at Ross. I don't know.
Maybe they're trying to get rid of the inventory. I don't know.
Romero Toy Hunter, saludos. I wish they weren't Ross exclusives. I wish you could find those at Walmart and Target. I have a few Ross stores in my town. I don't even really know where they are. I couldn't even drive to one. I'd have to Google to see where they are. But I do wish that toy companies would take that Super 7 approach, you know, like how the Ultimates were like $60 or $55 and now they're $65. But they're now putting out basic versions for like $35 at Target. Right. That's brilliant. Do more of that.
Right.
Do more of that. Which, by the way, I don't know if anybody besides me and a few others in our chat was trying to get the toy color version of the basic version of Lion-O yesterday on Target. But when it launched at 9 a.m., it launched at $399,000. And they just did not change the price. Him and Snarf were listed at $400,000, and it wasn't until around 12:45, 1 o'clock before they finally fixed the price. I was eating lunch with my wife at Chick-fil-A, and I happened to refresh the screen, and there it was, and I was able to grab one, and then it promptly sold out.
Oh, did it? I left it in my cart, so
yeah, it's sold out. I'm sure we'll be able to find them in stores. I've seen every single one of the basic figures at my Target, and my Target seems to never get anything, and I've seen every one of them. The Lion-O, the Chitara, the Tigra. Who was the other one? Oh, Jackalman, Monkeyman. I've seen, they've gotten them all so far. So that was pretty funny. Tax on it was $29,000 in taxes. Should use my Target. Your turn.
Oh, okay. I got a trade going with Joe G. Joe Gonzalez.
Nice.
I got the Vampire Knight. I think that's what he's called. And then I was needing some parts because I did another trade with a female deluxe Legion builder Knight. And so I needed some legs and arms. So he threw that in with the trade.
Nice.
Thank you, Joe G. I appreciate that.
Joe G. Let's see here. What next? Here's a fun release I got this week. I don't get many Star Wars Black Series figures anymore, but this was one that I was very excited about. My wife really made fun of me. She was like, I don't even know who this is. I don't know why you would get it. But I got the Shadows of the Empire Dash Rendar. Anybody who grew up in the early 90s or mid 90s, early 2000s when Shadows of the Empire came out on the N64, man, I played the crap out of this game.
I like this ship. Was it Outrigger or something like that? Or
yeah, I love the design of it. It was really cool. I kind of wish that Hasbro would have put this figure out first and then Prince, I don't know how to say his name, Zesor or Shishor, whatever. I wish Seashore, that's his name. I wish they would have put this guy out first because it would have made me get Prince Zesor. But they didn't. They put out the Prince guy, the bad guy first. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to get him if they don't make a Dash Rendar. And then they made Dash, and now I don't see that Prince anywhere. So I wish they kind of did it backwards, but I mean, he doesn't come with anything but that blaster, but it doesn't matter. I love that game. So I'm glad to have him in my collection finally.
It was a popular game for sure.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. I loved it.
I picked these guys up at a little comic shop.
What? Is that Bruce Sato?
Yeah.
Over there.
But no helmets. So I was like, you know what? I'll get the helmets on eBay. No, they're not there.
You won't.
No.
You'll pay more for those helmets than you did for those figures.
There was a lot for like $100. And they had a few of the helmets. Yeah, these were like $5 each.
Nice.
And I got you one, but he doesn't have a helmet either. So
you got me one?
Yeah.
What'd you get me?
Well, I got two.
Nice.
They only had one Bruce, and they had two Mats from the Rhino.
Nice.
So I
Thank you, buddy.
Surprise you and get you one, and then I'll find a helmet. But I've got no helmet, dude. So.
Dude, I don't have an old mask mat tracker from Rhino. I've got the one from the car, man. Oh man, thank you. I appreciate that. So much like the debacle with Crystal Ball, having something pre-ordered from Walmart and then have it delayed twice and then canceled and then it's in stores and then people are buying it. Now it's not in stores and then my pre-order gets canceled and then it goes up for sale. I finally nailed the Spider-Man 77 from the movie. There goes Nova. She loves it. She approves.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I know that the only thing new about this guy is the head sculpt and the belt and that little bracelet around his. I think it's a reused costume. I think maybe it's
Probably.
a reused body. Maybe the shoulders are new because there's like a little bit of like bunching up. I don't know, like where the material's bunching up around the shoulders, like that might be new. I don't know, but yeah, I kind of dig this goofy head look, man. Like that thing is solid. Like I'm down for it. So,
I was so in love with the costume. I loved it as a kid. I had a little utility belt that I had saved money for, a Spider-Man utility belt.
Did it
How
fit?
it fit around my waist? I don't know. But, it had a little walkie.
Did that suck? They made so many cool belts like as kids, and I never could wear any of them. Ever.
It was rough. It was rough, but it had little handcuffs, little spider handcuffs.
Nice.
And I remember asking my dad to tie a rope to like one of the rafters in the garage, and I would try to swing on it, and that was,
Yeah, I remember the first time I tried to swing from a rope. I was sorely disappointed that it did not go off the same as I expected. Yeah. Exactly.
That's quite graceful.
Hey, check out Walmart. I think it's still up for sale.
Yeah, I think they're there still. I might buy another one because I'd like to open one and keep one in box.
I'm gonna put it on my Spidey shelf right next to my my Japanese Spider-Man. Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you, buddy.
I got this. I don't know if I showed it last week. Roman Key.
No, you didn't.
Gun Girl, which our chat buddy Rob Zamora.
Oh, that's the one he
Vinny
gushes
Torres
about.
bought like 6 of these.
What? Wow.
I don't know.
You were enabled for sure, dude.
Yeah, but it's cool because the deluxe comes with 2 actual figures, so it's worth it to buy the deluxe instead of the regular version. So yeah, I opened it up and was checking it out, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there. So I'm looking forward to checking that out whenever I have free time.
Well, I wasn't about to pay because I think that Spider-Man figure was like $25, and I wasn't going to pay an extra $10 for like the shipping or whatever, because extra $7 for shipping because I didn't hit the $35 mark. So I had to throw something else in there, and I was just looking around. I was like, what else do you guys have that I don't? You know, it's basically going to have to be a Black Series figure, a Marvel Legends figure, or a G.I. Joe classified series, or maybe even a McFarlane. But mine still had not shipped yet. I don't know why. I still had this on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store, but it's all the way back to number 150, and that's the deluxe heavy duty from G.I. Joe classified series. Still don't have it, even though I have the newest Joe release, which is 164. This is 150.
Wow.
I don't know why Big Bad Toy Store hasn't shipped theirs out yet. But yeah, he looks fantastic. I can't wait to mess around with him.
I think I have Cover Girl on Big Bad Toy Store, and she's been out for.
Oh man, yeah, right.
Interesting. I think I've got one thing. Oh, I've
got one more too.
I got this in a trade.
Ooh, nice.
Love the Orc Warrior or Orc Legion Builder 2. Yeah. One of my favorite figures.
Heinrich says he's up on Big Bad Toy Store. All right. Well, there you go. I will snag one. And then I thought I had missed my opportunity to get this because it came and went in stores. My Walmart got a couple, and then they sold out. I saw like my local chat group friends were like, hey, it's in stock. And then I went by there and it was gone, and somebody else had come by and gotten it. But I forgot I had pre-ordered it from Walmart, and this was when they didn't cancel. And that is the Night Force Beachhead and Quick Kick 2-pack. I can't wait to just tear this open and just play with all the gear and everything that it comes with. I think everything here is reuse. I don't think anything here is new. It's all reuse. But it all looks great, and I love like this new. Maybe this is that, I don't know. Is that Quick Kick head with him making that face new? I don't know.
Might be a new head sculpt, maybe.
But I know that the mask is from like the red mask that the Blue Ninjas came with. They just repainted it. I will probably never use that mask ever. But that is a cool looking Quick Kick. Quick Kick's one of my favorites. So that is it. Except for what I'm going to open.
Right. One last thing for me. I got the.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know if you can even see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does it have sounds and lights and stuff?
No, dude. It's like really. I'm not going to say cheap. It looks good, but it's very basic.
Okay.
Very basic.
Seems like I've seen a light kit for that.
You could, yeah, I could see like souping it up and adding stuff to it. It's not super cheap, but it's kind of basic. But
doesn't it come with the Battinson with the cloth cape? No, dang, he can't toss anything in there.
No.
Well.
What are you
All right. Well, let's get into. I tell you what we're gonna do.
Baby.
We're gonna unbox some stuff.
Let's do it.
Since this is going to be a Mythic Legions heavy show, we decided that we would both open our Silver Knights. Now, I got my two in earlier this week from Heinrich. I did get two of these guys. I put one over here for pickup, and then I put one over here to open. And I have not opened it yet, so this is going to be a first time for me.
Is that
what about
true?
You? It is true. Even though they are, you wouldn't know.
Show me those ties.
You wouldn't know. But but it is. I have not had a chance at all this week.
I love the silver.
Yeah, dude. The silver is really nice.
I've had this since Monday or Tuesday.
I was watching a review last night, so I wouldn't miss anything today when we and I got to tell you, I totally forgot that it came with this. Like, this blows me away. I totally forgot that it came with just like the head, which is, you can put this on different shields, right? That's really cool.
Strong.
I'm very glad it came with one of these plumes because I needed an extra one to repaint. So I'm very happy about that. It does have a strong aroma. I'm glad Terrence is not in the chat today because he doesn't like us sniffing our figures.
I didn't realize how detailed this was either.
That's crazy.
Very detailed.
This is absolutely fantastic. You wanted to see receipts? There's receipts. Check it out. Those are factory tied.
All right.
Factory tied, my friend. Factory tied. Some 8-year-old little kid tied that.
His hands are calloused to the bone just from twisting these ties.
Got to remember to cut my little.
But I mean, aren't these just so you can't steal them in a store? Isn't that what these are for?
But you know what? I can
out,
see.
right?
I can see like them like not, you know, Four Horsemen not wanting their figure to like rub up against the front of the plastic package and have some paint rub.
I could see that.
And you got to tie them in because anybody can open that package, right? Like that package.
Yeah, that's
super
true.
Easy.
That is true. Valid point.
They did include the old style plume, which thank you guys for doing that, but that takes up a lot of space in my bin because I don't use those. I don't like them. I've never liked them, but that's just me.
So Joe showed an older version or the original version 1, and man, what a difference! Because I think it was like the Owain body.
Oh yeah.
Just silver, but man.
Hey, check that out. We enabled G. He got him a Spider-Man 77.
Yes. All right, buddy.
G, yeah, the Silver Knights are awesome. You definitely need more. Did you get any, G? How many do you have? And then Andy says, ooh, can't wait to get some of those. Boy, we got a close-up of the surface of Greg's
head
that. Just then.
I dropped my sword.
You can actually see where people used to live. The remnants
of the Time Bandits.
Yeah,
giant.
I am so interested in seeing what faceplates I can put on this guy. I love this faceplate. I think it's great.
I do too.
But I did pull some other faceplates. I pulled Sir Gideon Heaven's Brand. I pulled some heads off my shelf. So I have Sir Gideon Heaven's Brand, which I already know will not fit because Sir Gideon has the L-shape post behind there. But I pulled Sir Adalric's head, which looks like it will fit. It has the same style helmet and the post. I pulled Sir Andrew, my current favorite Mythic Legions figure, and I pulled Sir Elijah, which has a smaller forehead, but I don't know. We're going to see what works. I'm pretty sure 2 of those are going to work. I don't know about the third.
Can you embiggen yourself? Because I've never seen one I've never changed a faceplate.
Okay, you've never changed the faceplate before?
No.
All right.
Do a tutorial, man. I want to see.
All right.
Please.
So let's start here with the Silver Knight. So with the Silver Knight, let's make sure it's in focus. Come on, guys. There it is. So with the Silver Knight, you just want to pull off the front of the front of the helmet, and then the faceplate just comes straight off. And then you can see there's 2 little holes in there, and then there's 2 little posts on the back of the faceplate. And you can see how it's the exact same as Sir Adalric, and it's the exact same as Sir Andrew, but you can also see how it is different from Sir Elijah because Elijah has the chainmail head, and it looks like the posts are a little bit further apart, but we're going to see if we can make it fit. So if you wanted to put Sir Adalric in there, there is Sir Adalric as a Silver Knight, which looks pretty dope. If you wanted to put Sir Andrew in there, I think he looks super dope as a Silver Knight.
That's it right there. It's got a fascinating look.
If the posts actually work for Elijah, then maybe the forehead will be covered up. The posts are a little further apart, or are a little closer together, I should say, for Sir Andrew, but you can make it work. All right, hang on. I can get the faceplate on a little bit.
Drum roll.
You can make it work.
Oh, yeah, that looks good, man.
It's not bad. It's not a perfect fit, but it does work somewhat if you don't mind. And then I dropped it.
Damn
My
it.
dog will come in and go, "Oh, is that a piece of chocolate?
Yeah,
Let me eat that."
Food. I like how it comes with a different visor as well.
Yes.
I
I think I like that visor better.
Yeah, I'm
put
going
that on
with
myself.
the Dalric visor, I think. It comes with.
Yep, you do get both styles of visor. You know what I wish this guy would have come with?
What's that?
I would have gladly traded the extra older plume for one of these little spiky bits instead.
Oh yeah.
So if you wanted a spiky helmet pommel like that instead of a plume, I think that would have been nice to include. It does come with this piece right here, but that's for the spear, and I don't think, nope, you can't do that. That would have been cool. But I guess they're thinking, who's going to run this guy without a plume?
Yeah, I'm
These
surprised.
shoulder pauldrons are nice too. I love the scalloped look.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal. This is really reminds me of the armor from Excalibur, Lancelot's.
Oh yeah,
armor is very similar.
Now I know that this is not how the shield goes, so everybody don't just start yelling at me in the chat. But I saw somebody do this in a review, and I thought it was dope. They just put the clip on the back of the horse head without putting it on the shield.
Okay.
And I thought that was pretty neat.
Seen that move. And I believe the blue shield knights are going to have a lot of accessories that you can use with these guys too.
Oh yeah, the deluxe, that big deluxe set that's coming out.
Yeah. Hopefully we all ordered at least one of the blue shield.
I did. I think I ordered 2 just because I was like, man, this comes with so many great parts.
Damn it. Man, I love this figure. This is phenomenal. Trying to think about soft goods. I don't know if he needs soft goods. I think he's good.
I want to get some of those ones that Bill was showing off this week from the guy in the Cabal.
Yeah, Joseph Connors. I got a couple. I think they're all upstairs though. I would.
Are they sold out? The allotment that he has currently, is he sold out of those?
No, I don't think so. I think he might be on our show tomorrow.
Really?
Due to Mythics Live to hype it a little bit, but he made a bunch, and I think he's still got some.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out.
I
just really noticed that his lower waist armor is like the vampiric armor,
like the phalanx.
Yeah,
I could see that. Yeah, like the loin.
Look at this guy,
like the waist pieces and stuff.
Yeah. Man,
I like those sounds you made, Mark. That takes me back, man.
Look at that. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He is ready for battle. Dang, he is nice.
Yeah, this is
not just a simple army builder, man. I mean, he is, but man, he's not. I mean, he is, but not.
And the price, dude. Come on.
Yeah, and you can't, I mean, who else is selling figures at this quality level at that price point?
$30.
It's insane.
Heinrich says, if you need more Blue Shield, Borderland Horde has them up for pre-order. I will check that out, Heinrich. Thank you. Do you pay up front, Heinrich, on the pre-order?
Heinrich says, Silver Knights is one of the best action figures for the price point. I hope they made a lot for shows. Perfect figure for new collectors. Absolutely.
Yeah.
G says he split a case with Dub 3. He got 6. Heinrich was our enabler. He got a case of 12, and a bunch of us split it up with him. G says, yes, Excalibur forged when the world was young.
Anal Nathrak. Ufas Bithod.
Oh, my goodness. Breaking it out. Okay. Yeah, that's a fantastic figure.
I love
just because I happen to have it right here on my desk. Let's do this.
What you got?
I'm going to throw on Sir
Nothing.
Adalric's plume.
Waspithod.
Check that out. That's beautiful. I love that color.
Yeah, that is nice.
You can throw that on there.
What a figure to Adalric is. I just opened him last week. Man.
And then
he's
let
a
me do
banger.
this real quick, because I think this may look really cool since Sir Elijah's faceplate doesn't really work. Here's what you could do is just pop the mailed head on there.
Now you're talking.
It's fantastic. Use the shorter neck peg, of course. Man, that looks beautiful. I also want to give a shout out to whoever it was. They're not in the chat, but it was one of my viewers on YouTube who pointed out, one of the commenters pointed out that I had Sir Andrew's, I put his cloak on backwards in my review. I think I put it on inside out. The part that I had facing outward towards the back was actually the part that's supposed to face inward towards his back. Yeah, it happens. Couldn't help it. Sorry. I did the best I could.
Figure, man.
I'm not professional. I'm not a professional. We have some professionals in the chat, but it's not me. I can tell you that. Oh, he's fantastic, man.
Yeah, I'm loving this figure. He's right there with Valiant, I think. And that says a lot. Love the silver. It's fantastic.
What was the guy's name who has the tunics in the Cabal?
Joseph Connors.
Okay, I'm gonna do a search.
Yeah, he's got a post like last week. I got a just got a tabard from him that he's shipping for Sir Adalric. Make some good stuff.
Oh, there they are. Oh man. Okay. I am gonna message him right now.
Yeah. Do it, man. Good guy. Sometimes I have hard times with the clip that's on the sword. There it goes. I feel like the clip should be a little bit higher towards the hilt. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I'm hoping to get some more Silver Knights, I think, at some point. You can do a lot with them. Change it up.
Okay, messaged.
There
Let's see what he says. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I spoke his name and he arrived. Hello, Terrence. We were just talking about smelling figures. Perfect time for you to show up. All right. We've opened our Silver Knight. Let's get into our double down, which is going to be all about the Armory Experience. So, chat, as I was saying, I am not a professional. So if I get any of this information wrong, please call me out. And if you have given a super chat and you correct me, I'm giving you your money back. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually. So the Armory Experience last year was a super hit. Everybody, I think, who went to Legions Con loved it. I know I did. Correct me if I'm wrong. These figures were $40 last year. Is that right? $40 per build.
I think either 40 or 45. I don't recall.
Did anybody watch the full reveal? I only watched the first half of the reveal. Is the price staying the same, or did they even talk about price?
As far as he knows, it should stay at 45.
Oh, it's 45. Okay, so I'm guessing it was 45 last year. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was 40 or 45. Seems like 40 stuck in my brain for some reason, but Heinrich says they were 45. Okay. All right. So they're going to be 45 this year. I'm super excited. I am super excited about this because I like the Knights. They were great. But for me, they're helmetless knights, they're nameless knights. And I like the fact that these come with helmeted heads, but also that they come with faces, because to me, this gives the character, more character. I think, instantly I have a backstory that starts forming in my head for who this is instantly. And so we're just kind of going to go over all the parts and pieces that we're going to get. I've highlighted some parts as we come across them. I believe that those are the parts that are going to be available on the pre-built figures. So just like last year, we went back and looked. I asked our chat group if everybody could remind me. It seems like January 6th, just after the new year, the Armory Experience pre-built figures went up for sale on Store Horseman. Now, they didn't give us a date for when these are going to go up, but we're assuming it's going to be really early in 26, possibly even as early as January if they follow the same schedule as last year. And so what my plan is unless I just have to have 2 of something, if it's coming in a pre-built, I'm going to try to stay away from pre-built parts at the Armory Experience, because I'm only going to have a budget for, maybe 6 of these guys, maybe 8.
Right.
And so I want to try to get as many parts as possible, because what I would love to do is I have a lot of friends that live here locally around me in Tallahassee that are not Mythic collectors. And what I would love to do is I would love to set up a date and time at my house early next year and have all of these parts out on my table, and just invite some of my friends over who have no idea what Mythics is all about and don't care. And then just go, okay, here, they're like Lego, start building and just see if I can just turn anybody onto this amazing line. Benny is in the chat. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, Terrence says I'm prepared to pay more with the tariff situation. Absolutely. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to get into is step 1. You're going to be selecting your upper body. And hey, you guys will definitely want to stay through to the very end of this episode, because I have put together a Photoshop of both Greg's #1 pick and my #1 pick. I was like, Greg, what if you were walking up there right now? What would be the parts? What would be your first build? He sent me his choices and I Photoshopped it together for him. And I've done the same. So we're going to get 6 bodies. And I believe they said that all of these bodies are coming in basically some new colorways. So, of course, we've gotten the light skin and the darker skin flesh tones for humans before. But now we're getting a green body with that head in a green colorway that we've never gotten before. We are getting the red. Help me out with names. I'm terrible with names.
Bardrick.
This is Sir Bardrick, or Lord. Is it Lord Bardrick?
Lord Bardrick, I think.
We're getting it in red for the first time. We're getting a white orc, but this is not any orc, because people have been pointing out this is a new sculpt, right? Like this is a new orc head sculpt that we're getting. We've got Zindi with some. I don't know if that's a sculpted piece that they've sculpted onto his face, or if that's just paint.
I'm not sure.
We're also getting the Demistros, and is that the Arethyr? Is that Arethyrs head? I know it's Demistros.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think it's
I do know that it's Demistros, but I don't know if that was a repaint from the Arethyr head. Somebody let me know in the comments down below. So you pick your body, and of course, because some of these are demon-like, they all come with tails. Which Jeremy said the flesh tone tails were a little disturbing. I can see that for sure.
Yeah, a little bit.
The next thing you're going to want to do is pick one of your lower body choices. And so we've got 3 different styles here. I believe it's 3 different styles. We have some cloth pants and the leather boots. And then we have some armored legs with the armored knee piece and leather boots. And then, so it's 4 styles, right? And then we have the cloth pants with leather boots, but then with the greaves, the metal greaves. And then we have the 4th style, which is the fully armored thighs, knees, lower legs, and feet. And so 4 different styles. I believe the ones that I have highlighted are the ones that are going to be coming on the pre-builts. that will be offered next year. So again, if I get any of these wrong, just let me know. Just Demistros. What was the head for Arethyr? I need to look that up. I don't remember because I took my Arethyr head off and I have replaced it with a head from Emil. So I don't remember exactly what the Arethyr head looks like. Next, you're going to be picking one of these 16 sets of armor. We have 4 different styles of armor here, and each one comes in 4 different colorways. The gray head is a repaint of Belphegor, who was originally red. Belphegor is who I am thinking of, and not Arethyr. Thank you so very much. I'm glad we covered that. I thought that was the same head, but I had my names wrong. And then after one of 16 sets of armor, you are going to pick an additional head. And again, I've done my best to highlight the ones which I do believe are the ones that are coming with the pre-builts. And so let's talk about the head choices here a little bit, because these are kind of fantastic. So you have 2 typical gladiator style helmets. One, to me, in my head, I always call this like a scuba diving helmet. It looks like the old like Bell diving helmets that scuba guys would wear. Then you've got that classic lattice work faceplate gladiator style helmet, which I didn't used to be a fan of, and now I kind of am. And then we have that Roman-esque helmet with the fan across the top, and then we have the crazy banded skull that came with the Jacob Marley figure. It was like the hidden surprise for that figure, hidden in the safe, with the smoke effects from I guess it was the Headhunter was the first time we saw these smoke effects. Is that correct?
Headhunter and Undead, yeah.
And then the Undead. And then I guess somebody pointed out that they never knew that these actually plugged into those eyes originally. I don't know who figured that out, but I saw that on the Cabal. It's like, did anybody else know that these smoke effects just plugged right into the eyes? Didn't know that. That's pretty dope. Which of these heads are your favorite, Greg? Like, what are you really like looking forward to with these heads?
I really love the surprise Marley banded skull.
Yeah,
me too. Want every color, because I thought that was such a just a metal freaking head sculpt surprise in the Marley. So yeah, I'm definitely want all 4 of those.
I agree with you. That's going to be my main focus, is my first. So I'm going to go through, and my wife is coming with me. So she's going to be going through with me. So we can build, I guess, 4 at a time. And those will be my first 4. I will grab those heads.
For sure.
For sure. Well, I don't know now that I think about it, because 2 of them actually do come in the pre-built. So maybe I'll spread it around a little bit to make sure I get all the helmets. But if there's any helmets that I miss out on, it's probably the ones across the top row, the Big Daddy style, like scuba diving type helmet. I don't know what else to call them. Sorry, I don't have the official name. Those are the only ones that I feel like I could miss all of those and still be okay.
I love their color choices: the gold, the red, the blood red, and the rose gold, and the black and silver and gold. Those great, cool new choices. That's just gonna make your other pop and swaps really pop
and swap. Yeah, I love the bronze helmet with the lattice work. Piece on the front. I'm glad we're getting that as a pre-built. I think I will focus on trying to get all of the Roman style helmets and all of the banded skull helmets. Those will be my main focus. But I agree with you. The color, not only the color choices, but also the finishes. We're going to take a closer look at the armor sets, and it's the finishes on some of these armors are just incredible. Heinrich says he's really excited for rows 3 and 4. Absolutely. Andy says he's really excited for 2 and 3. Don't like the others. Then every character is going to come with a belt and weapons pack, which I think is super neat. These are some really cool weapons for them to come with. I'm down for it. I love that mace that comes with that. The first time I saw that mace was Sir Elijah. I love it. I'm super happy with that. Cool. I'm down for that. I already have a fair amount of those dwarven swords. I kind of think of them as dwarven swords, but I'm glad that that's included because that's one of my favorite sword designs. And then everybody is going to be able to grab a golden trinket. And I think I'm going to grab as many golden books as I can get my hands on.
Are you?
I think so. What of the golden trinkets like really helps you out here? Like really speaks to you?
I don't know. I think the rat is different. But yeah, probably the book and the rat.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go book, and then I'll probably pick up some golden apples for my Ganesha, and then some golden leaves as well when the books sell out. But I think those books are going to go pretty quickly. So let's go over the armor, and I've kind of broken them all up. If somebody else has a different name for these, and you call them something different in your own head, I'm so very sorry. This is just what I call them in my head. So if you have a better name, let me know, but I'm not changing any of the slides at this point. So we do have what I am calling the distressed armor set. So I know that the belt and the loincloth piece are coming with tuberculi, and the shoulder pauldrons came with Poxus, and they've come on the legendary barbarian. And then I know that the bracelets came with the legendary barbarian, and then the gauntlets, I believe, came with I'm not sure who they came with. Who did the gauntlets come with? Can somebody tell me?
I don't know. Was it Terpiculi? I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's possible. Yeah. Now these are lower arm gauntlets, not like the ones that came with the first risen what's his name? Thrasis, the first risen, because as Curtis pointed out before, those are upper arm pieces, not lower arm. These are lower arm pieces from what I can tell. Yeah. Like instead of the bracelet. So it would go on the lower arm. Okay. I believe that that's what these are. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Curtis says he's going full books. Even though we know Curtis has never read a book.
Read, yeah. What's he going to do?
I know, right? So we have the distressed armor look, and they split this up because the shoulder pauldrons, bracelet, and lower armor are going to be part of a pre-built figure, but the belt and the loincloth piece are not. That's why I highlighted them separately. Then we have the distressed armor in the pewter look, which I love. I am definitely going to have to grab one of these. But this is also part of you will get all of these parts in a pre-built figure as well. So if you don't pick them up at the show, you will be able to get your hands on them. Then we have the distressed red armor. And then here, only the middle part, only the belt and the loincloth piece are going to be on a pre-built figure. The shoulder pauldrons, bracelets, and lower arm gauntlets are not going to be on a pre-built figure. So if you need these parts, which I think I'm going to, definitely plan to add these pieces to your shopping list. And then we probably have my favorite version of these outside of the, I love the pewter look, but the distressed version that are silver and blue, and none of these parts are coming on a pre-built. So if you want to get your hands on them, and I certainly do, you're definitely going to want to, I could see the belt and the loincloth piece being a good part for my for my Scally bone splitter when he had meat on his bones. If I'm going too fast, buddy, just let me know. If you want to stop and talk, please just jump right.
No, it's a good idea. I like that Scally idea there.
Now we're going to switch over to what I'm calling, personally, it's my what I'm calling the Gladiator armor. And that is the armor that we got most recently, again, with Scally. We got the shoulder pauldrons, both sides this time. And so here is the black version of what I'm calling the Gladiator armor. Of course, we've mostly seen this loincloth piece, like the waist armor with barbarian builds, I believe. We've seen it a lot, but look, the way this is painted up is just absolutely gorgeous. And can you imagine like mixing these parts and pieces in with like the knights you built last year? Like
I was just thinking that same exact thing.
Dude, it's gonna be so killer.
Those black pauldrons are gonna make a great like black knight villainous kind of, yeah.
It's going to make me pull all of my knight parts back out and start rebuilding all of my knights just to play with them with these. Then we have the bronze colored version of the Gladiator armor, which this is all of this. Bronze. All of these pieces are going to be a part of a pre-built figure. So yeah, this is gorgeous. The way this looks is just absolutely beautiful. Wouldn't mind seeing some of these parts on my Sir Andrew, depending on how well they line up in color. Then we have the Gladiator armor in red, which also looks phenomenal. Man, I can't wait to put these with my Red Knight parts from last year. Just looking so good.
Yeah, that's just gonna bring so much more, personality to your builds.
And then we have the Gladiator with the silver and gold. Again, these are not parts that are coming on any pre-built figure. So if you want these parts, which I'm sure many people will, they're kind of the opposite of the Scally parts. If you notice how like they have the silver on the inside and on the skull and the gold outside, but these are kind of like the reverse of that. So that could look cool on your Scallies or any kind of dwarves or warriors you want to build. Then I'm going to go to what I'm calling the let me check in with the chat here. Just to catch back up. Benny says, I love that mace and axe. This is the first weapons pack in this weapons pack. He loves it. Andy says he's going for the book and the toy. Benny says, I regret not getting all of the golden items from last year. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Curtis says on bearskin, they work well as bracers, but on skellies, they work better as upper armor. So I guess you can mix and match depending on what type of figure you're putting on. Brian says, don't worry, Curtis. Darla can read those books to you. I think that's sweet. Hopefully they have some pictures. And then Brian says, love the pewter and silver blue versions of these. Yeah, absolutely. Those are some of my favorites as well. Those are beautiful color choices. They always surprise me with their color palettes.
Yes, me too. In a good way.
Then we're going to move on to Knights.
I like that.
Yeah, right. The all black, shiny, glossy, like super glossy black armor. So killer. Glossy. Again, anything in pewter, I'm loving. I love this finish. It just looks old and weathered and hammered out, and it looks great. I can't wait to get some of these parts. Again, these are not going to be on. This one is not going to be on a pre-built. So for me personally, this is what I'm going to try to get at the show. Going back, I forgot to mention all of these parts will be on a pre-built. And don't worry, if I'm going to keep these files. So if anybody needs them, just let me know. I'll happily send them to you. Maybe I'll share them in our chat group, which ones are pre-built and then which ones are not. I know Bill's already done that. I think I saw somebody else do that as well in the Cabal. So there's going to be enough of these reference materials to go around. Then we have the Knight in the red armor. And then all of these pieces are going to be on a pre-built figure as well. So if you don't get a chance to get them at a show, make sure that you grab them. And you see what I'm talking about, the finish? Look how dull these shoulder pauldrons look compared to these. You can tell these are like, the black ones are like high gloss, but then these are like a very matte finish. You can see it's got kind of like a satiny finish to them.
Blood matte. Yeah.
And then these have a little brighter finish to them. So the silver, again, I mean, dude, right here, like put some of those parts on this guy right here. What? Get out of there. Right. Especially like the lower armor and like the chainmail on the armor right there. Man, that's going to look fire. Uh-oh, where did I knock off?
Uh-oh.
I dropped my man's spear. I don't have very many spearmen on my shelf. I'm not a big spear guy.
I like a spear or a pole arm every once in a while.
And then probably some of my favorite armor that I'm glad they're throwing out there again is what I'm calling the leather armor. So we have leather at both the black and the brown. Going here, I love this belt. I think, was this like Sir Gideon's belt? Sir Gideon 2. I think it's the first time I saw it. Again, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I love these leather shoulder pauldrons. First time I ever saw them was on either Lord Bardrick or it was Swig. I don't remember. But I love these shoulder pauldrons. They're some of my favorite. We're getting them in this pewter finish as well, pewter in black. We're also getting the leather armor in red and black. None of these are on a pre-built, so you're going to want to grab these if you're trying to get all the sets. And then this is the only one that will be on a pre-built. This whole armor set, the silver and the brown, will be on the pre-built. On a pre-built figure. And when I say pre-built figures, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, these 6 pre-built, pre-assembled figures will be available sometime in 26. We don't know. If they follow last year, it'll be early January, like really early January, but who knows? Terrence said in the chat earlier, I think he mentioned that he thought maybe possibly February would be a good time for them to do that. We're going to look at them each one individually. So we're going to get basically this Magnus, this older Magnus looking head that we've only seen, a couple of times in the regular color, most recently in the red gradient version that was the Legions Con exclusive from last year from the Cosmic side. But you can see the build that they used. We just took a look at that armor. This is the silver and brown leather armor set. You can see all the parts that are being used there to make this guy. They did say that every pre-built figure will come with an unhelmeted head and then the helmet shown in the picture. So these are the parts that will come with this guy whenever they come out. Again, if they stick with the pricing, if these guys are $40 or $45 or even $50, what you're getting for that price point is incredible. Like, it's just, you're getting some of the best parts that they have in their library. The second pre-built figure just looks killer. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I can see me swapping this head out with a vampire head. And boy, man, I love this figure.
A lot of options.
So incredibly dope. And then you mix it in with that Marley head, that banded skull head. Jesus.
Yeah.
This is just
they
fire.
Go together so well.
Probably my favorite build out of all of them, and you guys are going to see this again here in a little bit, is this guy. I absolutely love this head in green. It just looks beautiful. This is so dope with the pewter and the black and the leather boots. My goodness. Like, I'm in love with this. This is very similar to the build that I made. We're going to be seeing that again here in a minute. Then we have the red Lord Bardrick, again with that red, and they mixed it so well with the darker red with the metal and the leather boots. Looks incredible. And then I think, we have two more. We have the Zindi head with the skull painted on with some beautiful pewter armor. I think his skin tone with that bronzy kind of armor.
Good match.
Beautiful with the muted blue for the pants. God, this is gorgeous. So freaking gorgeous. And then lastly, we have the Demon Demistros style head with the red juxtaposed with the blue body. Looks fire. Greg, out of all of these, what is your favorite pre-built figure?
I'm with Brian. I like the Magnus, just the regular man body, with the tan. But I'm really looking at the Zinde and also the green demon too. I think those are also some excellent pre-builds. So I'm probably sticking with either human, the darker skinned or the lighter skinned. I'm liking both of those guys. How about you?
Honestly, I want so many of these bodies and so many of these body parts, for my little pop and swap party for my friends, that I think I may be all in. I may be doing an all in set and then picking up like maybe 4 to 6 at the show that are, getting the other parts and pieces that I need. Let me jump back to the chat, because when I've moved my screen over so that I can see these, I can't really see the chat. Benny, what you talking about? Let me know which ones you're missing. I might have extras. Is that when Greg was saying he needed some extra? Somebody was saying they didn't get all of the gold pieces, maybe. Brian says, need that Magnus head, different beard, hair colors. Absolutely. Heinrich says the Zindi is awesome. Yeah, he is. He reminds me of that James Bond villain. I can't remember the James Bond villain, the voodoo guy with the top hat. And then you've put some parts and pieces together. So I was like, what parts and pieces what would be your first build? You threw these together. I did it all together in Photoshop. And this would be your first build. Kind of walk us through what you were thinking here when you were putting this guy together.
Yeah, it was kind of not really, like, I'm not really a gladiator guy. I like bare chest on figures. I think it's cool, but it's not really my thing. So I was kind of thinking I wanted this figure just for the lower half, to put on, even on the Silver Knight with those boots.
Yeah,
I think would look great. So I was kind of thinking more along those lines, or what could I do to change up my barbarian? If I was going to leave him like this, I would probably add some chest belts, some kind of straps or something.
Right.
Maybe some soft goods. Maybe Joseph Connors did this cool like fur vest. So he could be like kind of a, like a barbarian with a fur. But I like the silver or the gray beard on Magnus. It kind of goes well with the silver. But I really love the silver with the boots. Like that was my thing. But there's so many great choices. I love the fabric in the boots. I'm just glad we're getting all these different boot colors. There's dirty, there's glossy, there's gray, there's browns, there's blacks. So a lot of good choices.
I'm surprised when it came to the legs when they did the lower bodies. Let me pull that back up. I'm surprised that one of these choices was not the bare legs with the bare knee going into the boots.
Yeah.
But
like the barbarian.
Again, I think those pieces would have had to come with these parts, like you would have to have them in these colors. And maybe that's a step too far. But yeah, having that bare knee piece with the boot like that came on the barbarian. Yeah, absolutely.
Also surprised there's no bare feet either. You would think gladiators might have bare feet.
Yeah, they might. Yeah,
but
I know Curtis wouldn't buy any of those parts.
No,
that's
he
okay.
wouldn't be down for that.
Andy says 6 for all in isn't bad. 10 was rough. Absolutely. Yeah. Heinrich says that he has a few of those Joseph Connor fur vests. Yeah. Let's see here. Brian says, I think the fabric pants and boots are going to be a huge hit with people. Absolutely. Blake, buddy, man, I'm so sorry you're just now getting here to the show, but we're glad that you're here. Man, you catch that replay, man. It's been a great show. And then I put one together that's not too dissimilar from this guy because I just love this so freaking much. But here is my build.
Nice.
I went with the heavy on the bronze armor. Now you will notice that I did change the color of the glowing part of the eyes on this head because we do get that color. It just comes on a different head. Let me go back to the heads real quick. That color does come on the gold and silver, but I would change these up because I do plan on getting all of those heads and all of those the smoke color effects. But I would probably use this because I think that teal works beautifully with that green. Heavy on the bronze, that green and the bronze play off of each other so well. Again,
that green. I love that green.
I love that. It's probably my favorite color out of all of them.
Yeah, that green looks great.
It's not easy. It's not easy being green.
It's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah. You throw an orc head on there. That's going to be fantastic for sure. Man. Let's see here. Let's
great
jump
build,
off
sir. Great build.
Let's jump off of this. Let's get back here. Trevor says too many skin choices for bare legs. Yeah, I agree. You're right. I mean, I know why they didn't do it, but man, dang it, do I want them. You know what I'm thinking is I'm sure that eventually throughout the line, they will eventually give us those parts that if we want to put them with the barb, I think eventually they will give us those parts in the library somewhere down the line. So we can eventually make them ourselves. Curtis says he was actually hoping for sandals on the reveal. Yeah. I mean, I know you're joking, but also serious. So absolutely. I thought I heard a number of people saying like sandaled feet would be fantastic for like a gladiator wave.
Right.
Absolutely. 100%. So yeah, there you have it. There's double jointed for the day. Okay. Bill says, I did a deep dive on why bare legs didn't make sense. Basically, there would be a couple of ways to do it, but one way would result in too many options. The other way would result in too few. It all makes sense. I absolutely understand what you're saying because I mean, you would have to you would have to include the bare legs and the bare knee going into the boot. with the upper body. You wouldn't want to offer those as lower leg options because the whole idea is that you could put any lower leg on any upper body and make a figure.
Right.
And if you didn't, if you put the bare legs and the bare knee parts with the lower body, then at the end of the show, you would probably end up with a disproportionate amount of those parts left over for
Right.
people who probably don't like green figures or
Right.
don't like red figures. And then that's a lot of wasted time, money,
Yeah.
production, plastic, money. I get it. It all, yeah. It all makes sense.
It
I
makes
totally
sense.
understand. Curtis says he's totally serious. We know you are, buddy. We know you are. But seeing those toesies, my goodness, man, that was a fully packed show. It was so much fun. We went through a lot of stuff. We opened a really awesome figure. We got to talk about some more awesome figures, and we had a wonderful, wonderful time with you guys. We're so super happy you guys calmed down on those super chats because, you know, sometimes we feel like we don't deserve it because, you know, we're just two guys sitting in front of a camera talking about things we love. Nothing special. Nothing special. We're just the best show on YouTube. Trademark.
Right. Absolutely.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. We super appreciate it. I want to plug a couple of things in case you don't know about them. One, I do an audio only podcast that comes out about every 2 weeks. Sometimes there's 3 weeks, depending on my buddy's schedule. And it is called Across the Toyverse. You don't have to go anywhere else to find it. It's right here on YouTube. It's the only place that it is. It exists right under our podcast tab. We typically go for about an hour, hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. We're on our 5th episode this week. We did something different. The first 4 episodes were recorded in our respective homes. Even though we live in the same city, Scott and I do live about 35 minutes apart from one another, and it doesn't really make it conducive for us getting together in the same room. So we recorded our first episodes basically like this, and I stripped the audio out and we have a podcast, right? Well, that was really tough for Scott because Scott likes to connect on a human level with somebody sitting across from them, looking them eye to eye. We're touching the same figures. We're having a real conversation. It was really tough for him. He felt disconnected. He felt like he was talking to an audience that wasn't there and not talking to a friend. So that was really hard for him. So what we decided to do was take it on the road. We met for lunch and we recorded. And it sounds great because I use Adobe Podcast, and the audio AI is so beautiful in Adobe. It strips out all the background noises. We recorded outside. You couldn't hear cars driving by, people clinking plates and forks and glasses. You couldn't hear any of that. Sounds like we're in a closed studio. The audio sounds great. This week we talked about our favorite toy lines based on live action movies. So if you are in the need for more Mark in your life, which, my God, who isn't besides my wife and kids, and you want to hear me talking toys, definitely check out our podcast. We don't have a lot of listeners. We don't have a lot of viewers on there, and we put a lot of work and a lot of effort into that. We'd love to have you guys check it out. We also have a dedicated Instagram page for that. It's also called Across the Toyverse, _the_Toyverse on Instagram, where every single week Scott and I have a pose off where every day, Monday through Friday, he posts a picture, I post a picture of this of a figure from the same toy line in different poses, and we rely on people liking one more than the other, and whichever one comes out on top on Saturday, we announce as a winner, and then we move on to the next figure and announce those figures on Sunday. So it's a way for us to just interact and play with figures throughout the week. So check us out over there as well. Tomorrow, Sunday, tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern, will be the next episode of The Tribe. We're going to be talking to 2 of the best customizers in the AWOC community. So if you're into AWOC and you want to check out some guys that are doing some really cool customizations on those, check us out tomorrow at 2. And then tomorrow, Greg, why don't you talk us through your show, New to Mythics Live, tomorrow morning?
Yep, we're doing New to Mythics Live tomorrow at 9. What time is The Tribe? I want to make sure we're
2 p.m.
Okay, plenty of time. We got some good guests. We've got Curtis. We've got Nate Strong. We've got Blake. We've got Heinrich. We've got Mark. Thomas is actually going to be there. Thank you, Mark. Who am I forgetting? I've got some more people. Steph has never been on, so he's going to be there also. And Nate also has never been on, so very excited about that. And then doing a Swig episode of New to Mythics, a special live one on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Tuesday night. Yes.
I pulled my little Swiggy out. It's time to
Swig
start thinking about
episode.
how I'm going to bring him to Legions Con. So I pulled out my Swig, and it's time to figure out what I can do with this guy.
Yeah, I was cruising through Hobby Lobby, just trying to like find something that would trigger some kind of creative idea. Curtis, oh thank goodness. I always say Curtis first, to get that the excitement going.
You had them at Curtis.
Yeah. And then Band of Four, which is my other show, will be on at 7 p.m. We're kind of making way for the Swig episode at 8. So Band of Four at 7 on Tuesday, and the Swig episode of New to Mythics is on at 8. And then also I'm going to be recording, Tuesday's busy, I'm recording an episode with Curtis and his better half, Darla. So that will be airing very soon, within the next week or two.
When are you recording that?
Here at home.
No, when?
Oh, on Tuesday as well. It's probably going to be at like 6.
Okay.
So 6 o'clock I'll be taping with Darla. 7 I'll be going live with Band of Four.
There's no way. There is no way. There is no way you're going to wrap up a show with Curtis in an hour. It's not happening.
Well, he said that she's going to do all the talking. So
okay.
Hope
I also do not believe that.
I don't.
You think Curtis is going to sit there and be quiet for an hour and not say anything? Come on.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Not even when he's asleep, probably.
Yeah. Who is this Curtis you speak of? Is he new to YouTube? Yes. He is.
Yeah. Who is this Curtis?
Yeah.
But
anyway, thank you guys for joining us in the chat for this extra long show today. Thank you for all the super chats. You guys know they're not necessary, but we deeply appreciate it. And yes, Greg and I do need Legions Con money. So thank you guys for showing up, hanging out, and Greg and I,
thank you.
We'll see you in the toy house.
See you guys. Thank you.